Welcome to Wedding Base Camp.
Hi, I'm Janet.
I'm Michelle.
I'm silly.
She is.
Cheers.
Refer to her as Zoe, though.
We are so excited you joined us today for take 4 of Wedding Base Camp, where we will be talking about
Dresses.
Dreams.
and dynamics.
Ooh.
Exciting stuff.
So as you know already, we're the founders of Prep2wed. We are helping and teaching brides and grooms worldwide how to save time, how to save money, and hopefully how to reduce their stress planning their big day. So you are going to hear a lot of the good, bad, and the ugly, true stories.
Obstacles.
And nonsense.
Nonsense.
Check us out on our website at prep2wed.com. You can learn more about everything that we do.
And I'd like to take this moment to thank Michelle for the red today.
Yeah.
Is this a Pinot?
Cabernet. It's a blend.
It's a blend.
It's a blend.
It's a blend.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just pick it because I like what the label looks like. I don't know anything.
It's all about marketing.
Just kidding. Just
Delicious. Okay.
kidding. Today, we want to recognize some of our favorite vendors. We are going to be talking about dresses. So we have a couple of our bridal shops that we often go to and we love. Brilliant Bridal is one of them. Yay!
Yay.
They have 2 shops here in Phoenix. They have 5 altogether. What they do is you can buy their dresses right off the rack. They are designer dresses that they buy overstock or their closeout wedding gowns. They are typically 30 to 80% off the rack rate.
Nice.
They have different sizes, so you can go in if you're a size 6, then you can go try a size 6 or a 12 or whatever size you are. So we love the ladies at Brilliant Bridal, so check them out. Another one of my favorites, or our favorites, is Lily and Lottie. We love that store as well. Their staff is amazing.
Super nice women.
Yes, and they're very helpful. That is located in the heart of Scottsdale, so fabulous service.
Make an appointment.
Yes.
Yes, you need to make an appointment.
Always.
Always.
You don't buy off the rack there, but they have some beautiful, beautiful options. And again, they are just amazing. So check them out, Brilliant Bridal and Lily and Lottie.
So speaking of dresses,
Yes.
we have a recommendation that is probably not the first thing you're going to think of. We prefer that you don't buy your dress immediately upon your engagement. Should not be the first thing you do.
Did
Even
you
though
Stop.
yeah.
Did you hear that? Do not.
Even though it tends to be the first thing a bride wants to do.
Because it's fun.
It's fun, it's
fun.
emotional,
It is.
you
It's
want to go with your
beautiful.
mom and
you
your
want to
girls.
see yourself. Don't.
Don't do it.
Stop.
You need to wait until you know where your location is, what part of the country, what's the season, and what type of venue. There are about 1 million different kinds of places to get married. These are just a few. Like if you're getting married in a barn or in a garden or in a city, beautiful city building, your dress will not be the same in each of those locations. So for example, I'm going to show you a dress, maybe. Like, for example, you would not wear this dress if you're getting married in a barn, right?
You wouldn't?
It's not appropriate.
Why not?
Not appropriate.
But you would wear that dress at a private country club or museum.
A couple more options. There's so many
Beautiful.
differences. There's different lengths. There's just so many things to consider. The length of your sleeve, sleeveless, long sleeves.
What do you think about this dress for a beach? Oh, no.
The long train and
All the dirt would get
Yeah.
into the ruffles
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah,
I mean, it's beautiful to have that long, blowy train on a beach, but maybe not that big ruffled one.
Right. So just things to consider. I know you were saying earlier you have brides that often end up buying 2 or 3 dresses
I do.
because they went out right away, bought a dress, they fell in love with it, and then they're like, oh, crap, that doesn't really work with where I'm going, or they fall out of love with it because it was too soon.
Yes. So, yes, you can't return most wedding dresses. I think I can say the majority of them,
Yeah.
you are unable to return.
Yeah.
I have worked with 3 brides. 2 of them actually bought 3 dresses because they went out, right? They got engaged, they went out and they bought their dress and they were so excited and they loved it.
There goes your budget. There goes your budget.
Woo, what happened?
Bye-bye.
What happened?
Bye-bye.
A squirrel!
Squirrel.
Yeah, they just went out and bought a new dress. They said, no.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do
They
it.
loved the dress. And then they decided, oh, well, we're getting married over here. I'm going to go find something else. So 3 dresses later, 2 brides
That's just
that I worked
painful.
with. Yeah, and so.
And then you're reselling it, and guess what? You're not going to get what you paid for
Yeah.
it.
Not at
Even
all.
though it's
No, you know, we get that some of you have some cha-ching ching, and that's awesome.
new. But you know what?
But
That's
most
not
people
how you want
don't.
to spend it. Well, that's not how you want to spend it.
I wouldn't think so.
Unless you wear them around the house.
Do you clean your bathtub in your old wedding dress?
Okay,
Okay.
I have to tell you a story that I know someone that collects wedding dresses. She has about 200 of them, and yes, she wears them at
my
home,
goodness.
and
Seriously?
swear.
You know this person?
Yes, I do. And she will do work in wedding dresses.
Okay,
Interesting.
we can't talk.
That
Okay,
must be a
so-
We
little.
can't go any
That
further.
must be an interesting
on.
dynamic. That's an interesting dynamic.
I'm not gonna say it.
Something else to think about with dresses. Some weddings have a cultural aspect to them, and so you may have 2 dresses because of that, which is wonderful. You just need to make sure that in your timeline you're accounting to leave some time to change into those dresses. Some dresses are quite a process to get on properly, and also include makeup changes or what are you doing? I am so confused. And hair changes or hair accessories. So you really need to be careful about. You don't want your guests downstairs for 30 to an hour waiting and wondering where you are and what's happening next while you're changing your dress. They don't know that perhaps. So it really derails the day. So
it needs to be, Janet's right, it needs to be a little bit of a quick change thing. Like maybe you bring your mom and a couple of your bridesmaids in to help you move along.
yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
so maybe 15 to 20 minutes. If you can make that fit, that's ideal.
Yes, that would be ideal. And then some brides just want to have a different look for their ceremony to their cocktail reception. There are those dresses that you have a full skirt for the ceremony, and then the skirt comes off, and you pop. You got a short
Now, she
little dress
doesn't
for
know
the
this,
cocktail
but
reception.
that's what I did at my wedding.
Oh,
My overskirt
very
came off, and
cool.
all my bridesmaids had
Very
overskirts
cool.
too.
That
So
was
we all
very-
had.
That was like a long time
That-
ago.
You said that.
That was like you started a trend.
I was the trendsetter. It's true.
Oh my God.
Yes, I had
Cheers to
Oh,
that.
thank
This is
you.
Michelle.
Yeah, I
Where am
know.
I?
So yeah, so my wedding dress was a short, and it had beads at the
Trendsetter.
bottom.
We didn't know.
It was a short, like not mini skirt, but short, like Sarah Jessica Parker short with the beads at the bottom.
Mhm.
And I had a big overskirt, and then we got married in a really nice church in DC. And then after the wedding, we went to the reception. Reception started. All the
Just
all the
ripped it
overskirts
right off.
came off. All my
Beautiful.
bridesmaids too. I'm so glad. I feel really good. They think that was a cool
Nice.
idea.
That's
Awesome.
super cool. I love that.
My
Beautiful.
dress was made for me, by the way.
See, there you go.
You're a
So there was no
trendsetter.
way you were returning it because alterations.
No, it was handmade for me
Very
by
nice.
a seamstress.
very nice.
Designed it myself.
So, speaking of, I mentioned cultural things with weddings. There are a lot of dynamics with weddings. There are things to consider. Some of them fun. Some of them can be not so fun. We said good, bad, and ugly. There are some hard times with wedding planning process and the day of, making sure that everybody's happy and being gracious. But it is your day. So, just some things to consider. You need to be communicating, open to sharing your family dynamics information with your top vendors, the people who are going to lead your day, whether it's family or your DJ, your MC, your venue coordinator.
So the people
if you
who
have
are
one.
the people who are going to protect you for the day.
Yes.
Okay, they all need to know certain things, such as
if you have divorced parents, family members that perhaps are not in the best of terms.
So you're not going to sit them at the same table, right? You're going to sit them all the way down at one table, on another table, so they're not looking at each other from afar, things like that, so that we can actually protect you, so that your vendors can protect you.
Yes.
And every family encounters this.
Mhm.
Because you are
Everybody.
blending together two families, so you are always going to run into some sort of obstacle here.
Yes, see, there's that obstacle.
Mhm.
And the vendors know this. This is what we do.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be shocked when you talk to them about it. They're going to understand. And you need to be open to sharing it.
They'll always give you this face. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, they don't like that. Oh,
Right.
I'm
But
sorry.
they get it.
Yeah.
They get it. So it's really important, and it's going to make you be able to relax more that day, knowing that they know and they're there to protect you. And the other thing, you need to not only communicate with your vendors, but you need to communicate with those family members ahead of time about the seating situation that Zoe was mentioning, so that nobody's shocked about, sitting too close together, or that they're not at separate tables, or just be open and sharing about what's going on, so that there aren't any ugly surprises. You don't want a squirrel surprise on your wedding day to family members.
And bottom line though, they're adults.
Correct.
You need to just tell them to buck up.
Yes.
Get through it. This is for you, for your future spouse, and it's not about them.
Yes.
It's not about
your
you.
day.
They
your
need
day.
to suck it up for the day.
It's not about you, Dad. Like, you are gone, Dad. It's my stepfather raised me, Dad. We both get to walk. You both get to walk me down the aisle.
Yeah.
And if you're not nice, then only my stepdad is going to to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you
That's
have
just
to
an
man
example.
up.
Just an
and-
example.
We're
You
not
just
men haters.
man
no.
up. Wait a minute. Is that like a trigger?
It could be
You
moms
need-
and stepmoms. It could be mother-in-law, future mother-in-law.
You have to
Doesn't like some,
Yeah.
there's so many
Yeah.
things.
Like, you have to drive it. So it's a lot of times what happens is moms and dads are divorced. So dad's going to walk you down the aisle and mom's not happy about it because dad's remarried already and she's not because she's bitter. Okay, whatever. So
Right.
So what you have to do is drive it,
True.
and you say, Dad's walking me down the aisle. Mom, you raised me, whatever. You're going to stand up, and the two of you are going to give me away because of biological. Does
Right.
that make sense? It's ugly, we know.
But go into it
Just
nicely.
do it.
Drive
But
it.
you drive it.
Mhm.
Go into it nicely. Be gracious, but drive it. It's your
Mhm.
day. not
Sometimes you
theirs.
have to sit them down and have that coming to Jesus
Yes.
talk.
Yes.
This
She's
is the
so
way it
right.
is.
She is
Wine,
so right.
wine could
Yeah.
help.
It could. Yeah.
Wine could help. Beer, whatever their favorite
Vodka,
beverage is. Right.
whatever.
That could
Right.
help.
Vodka's going to come next.
Speaking of which, sometimes there are people in your life who have a little bit of a drinking problem. The bartenders will always know that they have to cut dynamics, right? Talking dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
The bartenders will know to cut people off, so don't worry about it so much, and just make sure you have a couple of point people, just in case, who know the family dynamic that this person or that
Yes.
person might be a little meh.
Yes. People to
And then
watch.
just get them out. It's
Right.
easy.
Okay.
Right. So if you are proactive and you manage your dynamics, your dream wedding is going to be a breeze. You're going to you have done the planning. You've come to a Prep2wed workshop probably. You got the ins and outs. You know what you're doing. You know what to look for. You know what not to do. That's what's going to make your big day that you've dreamed up your whole life. If you have, some people have to be able to have it, but if you have a childhood vision, you have certain dreams that you want to make happen, you have to plan for it.
Yes.
It doesn't just happen.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you remember, she's right, do you remember what we talked about last episode 3? We talked about commitment. Now that you're committed to one another, what's the other two things you're supposed to be committed to? I can't hear you.
Being
What?
organized.
Organized and staying on budget. Those are the other two commitments you're supposed to make.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter at
Prep2wed. And also check out our website.
it's not.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Prep2wed.com. Give me some questions, folks. Until next time, where we talk about charts, cards, and cakes.
Good stuff.
Yay.
Good stuff.
We
We're
love
probably going to
you.
have a little cake tasting.
Oh, fabulous.
And
we love
vodka.
you.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.